This is Kelly, and I'm here walking along at Echo Cove, and it is a long, long cove, so it's really still and calm out here. It's about 9 o'clock at night. It looks like a lot of fish surfacing right there. We have up to a 25-foot tide change here, so it's at a fairly low tide, which allows me a way to walk around, but it's also quite wet. This is actually my first time hiking out here, so I'm not sure if we have, oops, just squished that shell. I'm not sure if we have any salmon or not in this little creek. It looks pretty small, not very gravelly at first sight, but they of course wouldn't come up at low tide. They'd wait till higher tide when it's this small of a creek. Not looking very promising for salmon. And I'm not sure if I can get over it, but I'm sure I can find a way. So this is Echo Cove. It heads out to the Lynn Canal, which heads up towards Haines and Skagway. What a gorgeous night. I was going to come out here and camp and go to bed, but I still have some daylight, so I decided to go for a little exploratory hike since it's at a nice low tide and it allows me to walk around. So this is this little creek. It actually looks like it would be okay for salmon at a high tide for them to come up. So each particular salmon picks a different size of gravel because of their size of their egg. And each particular salmon picks a different stream based on the one that they have imprinted on from when they were born. So if they had the smell of a stream, then that's where they would return, unless for some reason it was not suitable, and then it would pick another stream. I know there's some salmon here close by because just before I turned this recorder on, there was a eagle that swooped down and picked one up right on the shallows of the water right in front of me. It was actually the closest I've ever been to an eagle landing and swooping up a salmon all in one swoop. Awesome. What a beautiful night here in wild Alaska. Like I said, I had wanted just to come out here and go to sleep after a long, busy work week, and my one day off is tomorrow. But I decided it was just too pretty not to go for an amazing hike at sunset. There won't be much of a sunset because it's very cloudy today. But I actually like it on cloudy days too, because the blues of the lake, the ocean, the clouds all show up very well. And I have very sensitive eyes to light, so I usually have to wear a headband or a hat. And today, because it's low light, diffused by the clouds, I can have my eyes wide open, unobstructed with anything to help with high sunlight. Here's another little stream, little estuary. You can see a lot of people are riding motorcycles around here. There's not many places for people to ride off-road vehicles, so at a low tide, this is one of the few places. Some crab pots set out there. That was a Dungeness crab that I stepped on his shell, and these are Dungeness crab pots here. It's too shallow for king crab. So they're looking for some dungies, which a lot of Alaskans like better than king crab anyway. Oh, this is pretty watching the water. You hear very thrush in the background. It sounds like a safety whistle with all one even pitch. I'm trying to decide where the best place to cross is. I'm not opposed to getting my feet wet, but I was not really planning on it. They got a little wet. No big deal. So there is a river that flows out here, but I think it's probably almost a mile away. I'm not sure if I'll walk down that far. But this is Echo Cove between Juneau and Skagway on the Lynn Canal. What a beautiful calm night. Isn't it beautiful? Be nice to see some whales out at the mouth of the cove if I walk out that far. So I hope you're having a wild night wherever you're at, and I hope you follow your wildest dreams.